This one's for you, Jess, Joe, Robert, and Gabby. What to do if you got a pair of pants, but you got a hole in the seam, right on the edge, right below the pocket is this one. But it could happen anywhere. Let's see if I can. There. How can you fix that? It's not as hard as you think, alright? Basic sewing is simple. Having a basic sewing kit is almost an essential. Like I told you in the button video, you can really save somebody's day just by having a simple sewing kit, just a few stitches. Sometimes it makes all the difference in the world. Alright? So the easiest way to get at it is turn that one pant leg inside out so you get access to the hem or to the seam where it's at. So right here. Next, I wasn't really prepared. I'll be using a mending kit from Army Lodging, something I got on post sometime. And all it's got is just this little packet. 2 needles, 5 different colors, and a couple buttons. That's it. It's simple. That's all you need. Basic colors, basic needles. Let's open this little puppy up. Hard part is getting the everything taken apart so you can get to the thread you need. Of course, with navy pants, I'm going to use a navy thread, even though it is on the seam on the inside. Getting it to where you don't unravel all of them at the same time is the hard part, because they like to do that because it's just easier once they get it, once they pre-made it. Alright. Gosh darn it. There we go. Take out your knife, cut a nice little length. That should be more than plenty for it. Now, the way that I make the end, so the knot that you put on the first, is I take it, I hold it between my thumb and my pinky, and I wrap 3 or 4 times. And then I roll it. Trying to... Really? Well, that didn't work out so well with the lights coming off. So let's try to do this again. Take off a nice big section. Most hotels give you one of these little things for free, but you can get them at any store. CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, anything has a little small mending kit. Alright, so you got your thread. I take this in and I hold it between my thumb and my pinky. And I wrap it around my pinky 3 or 4 times. And then I roll it off so it just rolls off and it turns into a nice big booger knot. Nothing fancy about it. But if it's fancy, or if it's not fancy and it works, it still works. Threading the needle's always been difficult, but easiest way, get a nice fresh cut on it. Lick it just a little bit. Sometimes that'll keep them together. Kilo. Alright. So here's the hole again. It's got 2 flaps and it just came undone. So what we're going to do, even comes up just right to the edge of the pocket. And we're just going to go back and forth to close it up. You can see where the old seam edge is. That's where you want to try to stay and be. You also want to work out right here where it's stopped unraveling. You want to start a little bit below that, and you want to stop a little bit above that, so hopefully you can prevent it from unraveling even more. So you just find a nice spot, head in, make sure everything lines up. And then back and forth. The one thing you don't want to do with this one is go over the top. Excuse me, going over the top and to the other side. You want to go back and forth like an S pattern, because otherwise that's going to crease the material and cinch it down when you pull it tight. It's going to take extra to do that, extra thread, and it's not going to be as, I don't want to say seamless, but it won't look as nice. So just go back and forth across, not over and around. Is this a great fix that's going to last, years and years and years? No, absolutely not. But it'll get you through the day, or maybe past that event that you need to get past. We would do these to ourselves on for our Army green uniform. Every now and then we'd have to do it for somebody on his dress blues, just a little quick touch up. Buttons were the most common things that popped off. But every now and then you had to do something like this. It's not a problem, not a big deal, if you know how to do it, or you know somebody who knows how to do it. Back and forth, and then you want to stop a little ways above, and then go back down the way you were going. Reverse direction a little bit. That'll help keep it a little bit tighter, so there's less of a chance of it coming undone again. Keep it tight. Make sure that excess thread is coming along with you and not getting caught up. That's an easy way to double up the thread. But if you have the time, I like going back over it, going up and then back down. That way, I don't know, I just think it has a little bit more tightness to it instead of just doing it once. Alright, now I'm back down to my booger knot where I started. So I'm going to go back up just a little bit, just continuing to strengthen my stitch. And I reached a point where I'm like, if I go too much further, I'm not going to have enough thread to tie my knot at the end. Alright? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my thread, or take my needle, and just go underneath the thread and pull it tight. I'm going to do this 3 times in one direction. Crap. Well, looks like I'm just going to do it 3 times in one direction. Most of the time I try to do it, well, let me see if I can rethread this real quick. There we go, okay. 3 times in one direction, going across here. Now I'm going to do it 3 times in this direction. And I just pulled it out again. Oh, son of a bitch. Now I'm chucking the needle everywhere. Come on. Alrighty. No. Nope. Let me get a new fresh cut. I could almost thrown it on there. It slid in so well. And then pops right out. I know, YouTube. You're going to show me a whole bunch of easy, really cool ways to thread a needle. That's fine. You can critique me. Most of the time I appreciate it. Yeah, my blade's a little... not the best for this. Alright, it's done. But there you go. Nice, seamed up, fitted up. No fingers poking through now. Check the other side. There you go. Is it professional like down over here and, you know, machine done? No, absolutely not. Is somebody going to notice this from 10 feet away? Man, I hope not. From across the room? No chance. If they're looking that closely at the seam of your pants, they got other problems. Alright? Well, I hope I learned you or taught you how to do something pretty nifty, pretty useful, very useful in a lot of cases. Jess, Joe, Gabby, Robert, I love you.